Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Keeping it heavy, we got some death metal for you today. Just two bands again because it's quite long videos. So 6 minute, 7 minute death metal tracks, pretty nice. This first band, they're a band called Target. They're from Chile. They've got a track for us called Inverted Gloaming. They've been following me about and stuff like that and liking the post, so I appreciate that very much. Let's check out their music. Big drum sound. High quality video, even though it is a boxing one. I'll let them away because it's not in a ring. Yeah, nice sound. Bass sounds good, guitar sounds good, drums sound awesome. What a massive kit. Yeah. Good sound. Pretty dissonant. And the guitar riff sounds dope. Bassist is going off as well. Dope. Yeah. All the elements of the music sound nice. Drums and the cymbals sound great. Bass has got a nice tone and low end to the music, and you can see he's a high level musician and going off. Guitar tone's nice, some nice fuzzy distortion. Good thickness to it. The vocals nice and distorted, gravelly. I don't think they've used a ton of distortion on the vocal, it's just natural throat distortion. Sick! Breaking it down now. Some synths and stuff in there as well. Yeah, that bass sounds great. Nice. I wasn't expecting this. Nice vocal. Well recorded vocal on this part. It's got a great sound to it. So these guys have got like a progressive side to them as well. I wasn't expecting this. Yeah, that guy's got a massive kit. It's dope. Vocals sound great, double layered. Heavy. Chunky. Yeah, this dissonant guitar riff sounds dope. It's kind of hardcore-y. These guys have brought a lot of different edges into their music. Sick drumming. These guys are kicking ass. Yeah. Yeah. Nice thick guitar tone. Goes well with the bass tone. Just creates one big solid block of guitar noise. Dope. Yeah. Yeah, it's got some chunk to it. Great high quality video in this one. It's two girls kicking the crap out of each other, but it's well recorded and everything. Dope. Well, when I saw that this track was nearly 7 minutes long, and that is a long time for a track, I wondered what they were going to do with it, because I thought this was just straight up kind of modern death. But no, it's not. They got a bunch of other stuff going on and big kind of almost like post-rocky atmospheric breakdowns in them with very, very nice recorded singing and layered up vocals. It just really, really filled out the sound super nice and smooth. It was really, really smooth recording. Guy's got a great voice. And then they brought us back with some more heavy stuff as well. So yeah, big long track, but they took us on a real journey with it. And that's what you're meant to do with 7 minutes of music, because if you've not moved the energy about nicely within that time, after about 3 minutes, we're already bored and you're just repeating yourself. But these guys didn't repeat themselves. They took us on a nice long journey, and that dissonant riff and stuff in there as well was super dope. Really enjoyed that one. Now this band, I don't know anything about this band. This is a band called When the Bough Breaks. The reason I've got this video on the channel, it's not really even a video really, it's just an album sleeve. And again, it's another 6.5 minute track. But I put this on the list because it was a request from someone in the comments. I apologize, I've forgotten their name because it was a while ago now. But yeah, they asked for this one and they asked for it a few times. And I said, look, they haven't got a music video, unfortunately. They said, please, can you check this one out, because I really, really dig this band. And well, they sound very good, so we're going to have them on the channel. But yeah, we're not going to do too many 6.5 minute album sleeve videos, but this is going to be one of them. We'll make an exception. Still don't get tons of comments, and when people ask for stuff in the comments and they're liking and subscribing to vids, we'll put it on for you, but hopefully they got a music video if you're going to do that. So this is a track called Lemuralia. And the band, as I say, is called When the Bough Breaks. So let's see what these guys are about. Some good sounds. Probably some people are going to have to run off to the toilet for this bit. Nice and atmospheric. That's not atmospheric. Ooh, that's a thick sound. Thick guitar tone. Nice and wide, nice and loud. Good energy. Yeah. Dope. You can't hear the bass as nicely in this mix as we could the last one. Very, very guitar driven, and that guitar tone as well. Quite distinctive, very tight, very thick. Nice heavy vocal. But yeah, in this mix it's the guitars, and then everything else is kind of sat behind the guitars. They're very loud. Drums sound dope though. These guys have got a groove to them as well. I wasn't expecting that. These guys have used some interesting sounds in their music already. You don't generally hear kind of wood blocks and triangles and percussive instruments like that in death metal. So it's nice when you do to bring them in, something different. This sounds very nice. Quite a departure from what we had in the first part, but it sounds great. Nice. You can hear the bass nicely now. I was wondering if that was what was going to happen. It's like, oh, fuck that bit off, we're going back to the heavy stuff. Now, both of those parts sounded very cool. I'm not quite sure how well they went together in terms of transitioning from one to the next. Because they were two totally different sounds, came across the ear in totally different ways. This part of the music's more pushed back in the mix, behind the guitars, whereas that other stuff was very up front and had a kind of warm sound to it. This is dope though. Driving drums. Has a hella chunky guitar tone. Heavy vocal. Yeah. These guys are quite experimental in their own way. The way they've written this track, the sounds and noises they've decided to bring in, the way they've cut it up, it's interesting. Yeah. More interesting sounds. So yeah, these guys are pretty cool. I think they're trying to think outside the box with their music, not just kind of straight up death, bringing in those other elements, bringing in sounds that you wouldn't normally hear in this kind of music, percussive instruments and atmospheric sounds and things like that. And I will say, I'm not quite. I think they could have done. They could have made a more smoother transition between that very soft part and the more heavier stuff. You know, kind of bridged it a bit nicer. But all the parts in this music sounded very, very nice. And really, that's the most important thing. How it comes across the ear, how does it sound? Because music's just sound at the end of the day. So yeah, it sounded great, but I think they could have just transitioned between the two sections a bit smoother, just to hold your hand through it instead of it feeling like, right, we're going to stop this here and do this bit, and then we're going to stop that there and then come back to the other stuff. But as I say, it all sounded very, very nice, so no complaints there. And the first band, absolutely kick ass. Yeah, great stuff. They're doing what I said, as in they had lots of different parts in them, lots of different flavors, lots of different kind of energies and sounds, but they transitioned and they held your hand and moved from one section to the other very nicely, so it wasn't just like an abrupt change from one section to the other. But yeah, the first band caught me off guard with that very, very nice stuff. I'm not quite sure how to describe this music. It's deathy, but it's certainly got a progressive and experimental side to it, very modern. So I think I'll just go with modern death or something like that. But yeah, these bands, they've got a lot to them. If you just, you know, someone said to you, oh, Target, they're a death metal band, and you thought, all right, I figure I know what that's all about, death metal. Well, you really don't, because that track's going to catch you off guard if you're just expecting standard death metal, because it's certainly not that. But it's very modern. It's got some death in there, so I'll go with modern death. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. We've got more heavy music for you coming up. Loads and loads of great bands, great music. I'm telling you now, we've only got good stuff coming down the show. So if you like good music, like and subscribe and all that jazz. But we'll see you tomorrow for some more good music. See ya, bye.